right, Dix. Let's start her up and admire old iron. My wife told me I can't do it. And I wear the pants in the house. Just know that. But so this thing, you know, goes just like that. Come on, put it on the frickin' camera, nerd. I can't even get it hooked back up, you dumb shit. Look right here. So Ronnie Millsap, there's a stranger in my house. Greatest hits. He can't even see, but he can sing like a son of a bitch. What up, dicks? Welcome back to the channel where we do shit Colts way. Come on, son. Get up if you're coming. Welcome back to the channel where we do shit Colts way. Bush. Shout out to this freaking new Bush Light cans. My favorite camo, the tan, old school camo. Also, not that you give a shit, but I do. Yeti just came out with these tan camo Colsters and some other tan camo stuff, but probably sells that pretty quick. But bush. All right, cool story. Today, oh dang, went down pretty good. Whew, that tastes so good. All right, today I had a subscriber. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. It's Danko. He saw in my video about my tape player not working. I went on Amazon, not Amazon, eBay. You know, I got this old school truck. I got to have a tape player. So I got some of these old worn out tape Chris will do. You know, like old Garth Brooks says. But anyway, I got those, and he said he doesn't know if the tape player works or not. But by looking at this thing looks like 100 times better than my radio. Mine's all faded, and like I'll show you, but inside you can't see the numbers. So without further ado, let's get inside this whole thing and see if we can get the dash taken apart. And I've never done it before, so we'll figure it out as we go. Let's roll. All right, so right off the bat, you can see how this one's all faded and everything, okay? This one's not. What I'm talking about looks brand new. And whenever I turn this on, now the radio works perfect. It's just the tape player. Wait for this thing. I ain't gonna start or nothing, but like you can. Shut up. I'm waiting for that thing to stop. Okay, so you can like barely see it. That's 553. It's really 410. I don't know, but you can't really see it at all. So even if the tape player doesn't work, I'm judging by the looks of this thing, it looks like that's going to be much brighter. So I think I've never really seen. I think you just shoot, son. That's what I'm talking about. Pull that sucker off, and then it's these 4 bolts right here. And that should take it out. So I'm going to take these 4 bolts off real quick, and we'll start again when I get that done. It might be 6. I don't know. Like I said, I ain't never done this before. I'm going to get these bolts off real quick, and then... Well, actually, let me show you what it does when you put a tape in, stupid ass. Okay, so we got the best of Chris will do. I'm going to pop this tape in real quick. Well, first, let me show you what it does. So radio...
Talking about how country they are.
Radio works perfect, but when you put a tape in...
You giggle every time that I say yes, ma'am.
It's got that real cracking. But radio, it works fine. So we're gonna see what happens. If anything, I feel like the numbers are gonna light up and it's gonna just look a lot better because it looks actually black and that's white. But let's roll. We'll take these bolts out and we'll start again. All right, so I got the 4 bolts out. I'm assuming I just... Okay, what is this? What's it stuck on? Oh, okay. Guess that's just a plug. Hang on, Chris. All right, I'm gonna have to get 2 hands here and just unplug this stuff. So it looks like those 2 plugs, and then this. All right, so that was easy enough. There's just a little tab right here you got to depress to do it. Looks like it's been spliced before, or maybe it came from like that from the factory. I don't know. Probably not, but yeah, it's been butt spliced. Surely it wouldn't leave the factory like that. But anyway, here's the antenna. I'm assuming that's what it is. All right. Oh no, not today. Oh no. All right. So I'm gonna put this one in. I'm gonna have to, like I said, use 2 hands, and I'll start the video once I get it in. I'll probably just plug it up and push it in, and before I bolt it up, we'll try tape. All right, let's see. Let's go to. All right. I can already see that light better. It might not show up on camera, but at night I'll be able to see it way better for sure because I can see it better in the daytime. Now, moment of truth. Come on, old Whitley. Oh, wait, this ain't. I got. Shoot. All right, accidentally dropped the phone as I was saying moment of truth. So I said something about moment of truth. Whitley, this is Chris Ledoux. What I was going over here to show you was I got old Keith Whitley in here. He come in that thing too. Got a whole box full of cassettes, but all right, let's see what we got. Oh no, it's doing it still. All right, let's see. Okay. I don't think it's a problem now that I'm doing this. I don't think it's a problem with the cassette or the cassette players, which it could be. I'm no freaking radio expert genius son of a bitch, but I'm pretty smart. Both of them are doing the same thing, and I see them splices in there, so it's got me thinking, you know, something. It's got me thinking something's wrong with the speakers or whatever, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this tape player in there because it looks 100 times better. I'll save this old one as a spare. I'm going to put it back together, and then on another day, what I'm going to do is do a deep dive and see what the F the problem is. Danko, I appreciate it, my man. I tried to offer to pay shipping or anything, and he wouldn't take it. So, man, that was freaking awesome. Regardless, I mean, this thing right here, I'm extremely happy to have it because, I mean, look, it just looks way better. It looks brand new, and the light's brighter. And now I have a spare as well, but I don't think it's something with the cassette player. No, it could be. Let me try it again. So, and I might have to do some finagling with it. And I got a cleaner I can run through it too. But anyway, I got this thing switched out. It looks a lot better. And also, I did another upgrade to the old truck. I didn't really need to upgrade it, but I did. You know how the transmission was leaking pretty bad on her? Boy, got that fixed. I brought it up to the transmission shop. You can't see or anything right now, but I brought it up to the transmission shop, and well, you can see. See how shiny my drive shaft is? That's all transmission fluid. But it was leaking pretty bad, and I couldn't stand the leaks in my driveway, so I brought it up to the transmission shop. For the third time that I've just effing said that, I brought it up to the transmission shop for the fourth time. Brought it up there, and I was like, hey man, I guess I could have took it apart and redid it, but the pan, I had a guy reseal the pan who worked on my truck, and it had leaked ever since on the pan. And then there was a seal on the drive shaft up top where it goes into the transmission. That was leaking right back there too, and I ain't never changed none of that stuff. Like I said, I ain't no mechanic. I just tear shit apart and hope that I can get back together. But I didn't do that this time. I brought it up there, and I said, man, I just need all the leaks fixed. Nothing wrong with it. The vacuum, everything works good on it. Just fix the damn leaks. You know, he was a cool old guy, and he gave me a price. I was like, all right, cool. He's like, you just want to fix the leaks? You want to rebuild it? I'm like, man, nothing wrong with it. It don't need to be rebuilt. And he said, well, I can rebuild it for this much. I was like, but it ain't. Maybe he was screwing me on the. Anyway, what I paid him? It was like, I paid him $1,300, and he rebuilt it and then resealed all the seals and everything. He said, when I went back to pick it up, he said the only thing that was there was a band or something, one band burned up. Because, I mean, the truck run fine. Transmission was perfect on it, except it was leaking. But I've drove it probably 100 some miles since then. And also, what they did fix, I noticed, I think it's you know that I was doing one video and there's a big rod in there that's loose. I guess it's a gear drop down thing. Well, that was never hooked up. So I noticed now it'll drop down when I go to pass them. Something like I'm passing many people in this son of a bitch. But I noticed that it holds the gear longer and it'll drop down. And they told me they hooked it back up, and I can tell the difference. So I don't know if that was broke or whatever, but it just wasn't hooked up. But all the leaks are fixed. The transmission's not leaking anymore. The kick down rod's hooked up. And I noticed, like, even when I'm not going to pass somebody, when I let off the gas, it holds the RPMs longer, where it's not lagged out really, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I let off the gas, and it kind of has back pressure, like kind of like, you know, where it keeps it in the power. I don't know if that's, I don't know, but it never did that before. And also, when I go to pass somebody, that sucker drops down quicker. You know, I can tell there's a difference with the kick down thing and the way it holds gears now. But that being said, there was nothing ever wrong with it that I could notice. It would shift hard when it was cold and it was just started up, but then it was cold. It's old, which it still does. What's funny is when I first crank it up and I start driving it, it'll like when I press the gas, it wants to. It's like almost like the fuel pump's like shooting it harder at when I first started up or something. And I start driving and it'll go, and I don't know, but it runs fine other than that. Now, what else was I going to get fixed? So, I mean, basically this thing's like ready to go now. I mean, honestly, I want to put that clear coat on it, but I would trust it to drive anywhere now. And I mean, not that I didn't trust it before, but I didn't like that it was leaking all over my driveway, and everywhere I went, I'd look under and it just leaking. But transmission's been totally rebuilt now. I thought it was a fair price. Maybe I got screwed, I don't know. But I thought it was a fair price. I would have paid that just to get the leaks fixed because I don't care. Whatever I want, I'm just going to do. So that's COLTS way, freaking nerds. So you can get in the comments and tell me how much I got screwed, but I thought it was a very fair price. Wasn't much more getting it rebuilt than it was just, and maybe he just told me, but I mean, I can tell it drives different, and I know the kick hookup rod thing, and the son of a bitch don't leak, so I'm happy. Screw you if you think I got screwed. But what else there was something else I was wanting to do. Dang, Cole, I don't know, there's something else that I'm anyway, let me put the damn radio back together, and we'll go over that in a minute. What I might do, I'm not no audio mechanic freaking genius. I might take this sucker up to the audio place and say, hey man, why is this tape player not working? Oh, so it's the tape player. Well, the other one does the same thing. And I see it's been spliced in here, so y'all go ahead and splice me something new in there. And I've took the door panels off, and like, it's crazy. It's like two little wires, you know, going to the speaker, which is normal, and they're just soldered on there, just like soldered. Super, like, anyway, I could probably use some new door speakers and some new wiring, and if that gets my tape player fixed, I don't know. I'll be glad to pay it. I don't care. I want to listen over to Chris Ledoux and Keith Whitley and everybody else I got. Look at all these freaking old tapes I got. Let me show you this. Man, there's something else I was wanting to say about this truck too. I just can't remember. All these. What? Freaking Mary Chapin Carpenter, Ronnie Millsap. There's a stranger in my house. Greatest hits. He can't even see, but he can sing like a son of a bitch. Anyway, I know there's something else I was wanting to say about this truck. What's up, Diesel John? But it's been running fine. And also, I got a video coming. I'm gonna make a video on the old new 6.7 out there. Not new, but it's an 18 model. I'll keep it clean though. Paid it off. You know how, I was always complaining about the CCV. I rerouted the CCV and the smell just at the drive-through, roll my window down, up in my face, blah blah blah, all that kind of crap. So I got the CCV plumbed into the exhaust, and I'll do a video on that. I think if I can find it, I've got some videos of where it was showing the CCV when it was parked idling, and I could just see the smoke coming up, just to kind of emphasize what I was talking about to people. But it just stunk. It stunk bad, But anyway, I just picked it up. I think what's today? I picked it up. I dropped it off Thursday. They had it ready Friday. Charged me $40. So you can say I got screwed on that too. But I've brought my truck there for other things. And he's always hooked me up. So I got the I already deleted the CCV and all that. All he had to do was just plumb in the exhaust and weld the bung in there. I don't have a welder, and if I did, I'd burn the whole son of a bitchin' truck down because I can't weld. But I know there's something else that I'm trying to think of. Let me put the radio together, and if anything, we'll just have another drink together. Let's roll. Yeah, you freaking idiot, Colt. Anyway, the older one's got these brackets on here I got to take out with these Phillips head. I'm like, I can't even get it hooked back up, you dumb shit. Look right here. So I got to get these brackets out, and then, this little pin right here will go into these pinholes right there. But let me take this off this old one and put on there. All right. Well, your boy just figured something. What a wasteful ass video I just wasted y'all's time on, but I'm still going to post it because I'm stupid. And I like everybody else to not make dumb mistakes. It's not a dumb mistake. I just didn't know. Bush. So these radios are a little bit different. I'm sure there's a kit I can get online and buy. I don't have the kit today, so I'm gonna put the old one back in. But so this one, it's got these spring things right here, and see this cutout piece right there. It's gone. Well, this piece, it's not cut out right there. There's screws here, and that's what I just took out. Where the frick did I put it at? I'm telling you, man, I can't remember. Here it is. So this thing, you know, goes just like that. Come on, put it on the frickin' camera, nerd. So these two holes, they line up with these two holes, and them screws go in there. You see? So they go like that, and then that's how it goes in there. And then these holes right here line up with these holes right here. Now I can't do that here. It's got a spring thing. Oh, I can just take the spring off, Colt. No, you can't, because there's no holes. These holes aren't on there. So where the hell am I going to put this, smartass? It's exactly right. I'm not going to put it there. Now like I said, I'm sure there's a freaking UPS guy just passed my house. He's finna come back. Anyway, I'm sure there's a kit I can get online, and I'm probably going to get it. Well, actually, what I'm probably do, like I said, is take this thing to the audio shop. I want this radio. I want all this working right. I don't want the freaking, and I say that, I did find a pretty cool freaking CarPlay radio, and my wife told me I can't do it, and I wear the pants in the house, just know that. But push, I can do whatever I want. And she kind of does have a point. Like, you got to have this, keep this old truck old, but like this CarPlay radio, it's like it's exactly the same size as this. It's a screen, and I'll be able to hook up my phone like Spotify, Waze. It'll have navigation, and it's not a huge screen. Its screen's only this big, but I can hook up my phone and play any song I want where I ain't got to take 70 freaking tapes with me. And I might do that. And I'll probably email Danko back and say if he wants this radio back, I'll give it to him, because I'm not 100% it's the radio on either one of them, or the tape player. So if you're watching this, brother, if you want your radio back, I will send it back to you. Because I don't even know if mine's broke. I think it's just the fact that this crap's been all spliced before, and something in there ain't spliced right, or whatever. There is a track in there. You gotta see these little. You gotta put this. You gotta run it down that track like an old dresser drawer. But anyway, so I'm gonna have to put the old radio back in, and I just figure I'm gonna post this video anyway, just so y'all can see my ass. Damn. Who else? I don't know. I'm little. You like Yeti. You're a freaking uppity son of a bitch. I don't care. I like this. It's cool. If this was Stanley, or if this was Magellan and it was this old school camo, I'd have bought it. Stanley has some old school camo. Well, it's not old school. It's Mossy Oak Bottomlands. And I do like Mossy Oak Bottomlands, but I just love the old school tan camo. It's my favorite. So I bought it. Oh, you paid too much for it. I don't give a shit. I like it. All right, Colt. I'm going to put this other radio in, and we'll call her a day. Dang. I'm really hoping I can listen to you, old Keith, and let's see what's on here. What you gonna do with a cowboy riding for a fall? Oh, under this old cowboy hat. Cat. What you gonna, the freaking Cadillac, he sings, yeah, is Cadillac Ranch on it? Yeah, Cadillac Ranch. Working man's daughter, look at you, girl. Hooked on an 8-second ride, Cadillac Cowboy, every time I roll the dice. And that's my personal favorite, this Cowboys hat. All right, let me put this old radio back in. Bush. All right, Dix. Let's start her up and admire old iron. All right. No drinking and driving. I love this damn truck. Just listen to this thing. I ain't started that thing in probably 8 or 9 days. Oh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. let's see here. Now, I do got to come up with a fix for the fuel pump. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I got to find some kind of metal or something, cut something out and bend something, I don't know. But I just got the fuel pump zip tied right now. Zip tied on that compressor. So I got to fix that. But another thing, this. I think it's the master cylinder brake something. I don't know. When I first started right now, it's only really when I go in reverse. If I put it in reverse right now and hit the brakes, it's like super hard, and I got to push like I'm Hulk Hogan to get it to stop. It's like I can't hardly push it. And then, but I got a vacuum pump tester. My vacuum, it's testing fine, so I'm assuming it's that. And then sometimes, if I use the brakes too much, it gets real hard again. Like if I'm going down my road and I'm about to stop the stop sign, I hit the brakes and going downhill and I let off and I hit him again. And by the time I hit him a third time, it's not all the time it does this, but sometimes I got to push really freaking hard to stop. So I'm assuming it's that. I don't know what that thing's called, but I think that's what I got to get changed. And I don't think it's my vacuum pump because, like I said, everything's working, all the air and everything. When I switch it, and then I bought a Harbor Freight cheap vacuum tester and I put on it, and it registers good. So, like I said, I ain't no mechanic, but it says the vacuum pump's good. Could still be bad. If you know, let me know. But I think that's what I got to get changed. I don't know, brake booster maybe? I don't know. Let me know, because some of y'all are way smarter than me. But anyway, I'm gonna let this thing run a little bit. I might drive it on down there, see my old dog I buried, and tell him I love him. I still got these two shit eaters. So Diesel John and Lucas. My freaking gate that I built broke, man. I'm so aggravated. I just went to go shut the gate the other day and I noticed it was like hanging. I'm like, man, what the hell? And this right here busted on me on the bottom one. So I moved the one that was at the top. See, I just got it zip tied because I can find these gate hinges, but I can't find the square tubing one anywhere around here. So I had to order it. And the fastest place I could order it was on Amazon. And it's not getting here till a week from today's Monday, it'll be here Saturday, and I ordered it like 3 days ago. So in order to get the gate shut, because I don't want the dogs going in the front yard for deliveries and stuff, because they got issues. I don't know what the deal is, but they act like they're pit bulls if anybody comes in the yard. So I had to move the top one down here and just, I put a board under there to kind of help support it to get it the same level where I could shut it. And I got this zip tied. It's been like that for 3 days. Like I said, I got a bunch of gate hinges around here, but none of them are for square tubing. That's 1.5 inch square tubing. And I found some online, and then they were all going to be here longer than the one on Amazon, which was still like 9 days. So anyway, I don't know if you can even hear me because this shit's loud, but I love it. But anyway, we tried fixing the old radio. Might have to take it somewhere or deep dive onto what that is. Or maybe the tape players are bad in both of them. But I am going to figure out what I got to do. I got to make a kit. I am going to figure out what I got to do to get that newer radio. Unless you want that sucker back, I'll send it back to you, Danko. But it looks a lot better. And now it's got me wanting to go try to find the junkyards and searching for the upper AC control part, one that's not faded like that either. So it'd be nice if I could find another one that's, it's just 4 screws on that holds it too. I can take that off. But anyway, that's all I got, dicks. I'll have some more videos coming out. I've been trying to do hunting videos, but when you don't kill freaking deer, nobody wants to watch a video where there's no deer killed. I can't tell you how many freaking hunting videos I've filmed in the morning, leaving here at the camp. I get the whole hunt filmed. I get in there, I got deer all around me. I'm watching deer. And, I'm particular about, I've been hunting this one buck, and I've let a few little bucks go. And so now I'm tagless, and now I got to kill some freaking does. So I'll probably film that. So I'd like to kill 3 or 4 deer this year. I have killed 0. I've watched a lot, and I filmed a lot, but nobody wants to freaking watch a hunt where you don't, harvest anything. Watch me sit up in the tree and like, oh, there's a deer. But anyway, we'll try to get a hunting video or two out. Maybe we'll get lucky. I've been bow hunting all the time, but I'm about to break out the old 30-06 and just drop something. That way I can just still bow hunt and not worry about it. But till next time, appreciate y'all. Peace.